Paris, thank you for that live report. The alleged Route 91 bandit, a Chicopee man who investigators say robbed 14 banks along I-91, appeared in court in Connecticut today.
Western Mass News reporter Matt Satilli joins us live in studio with more. Matt?
Chris and Mary, 30-year-old Taylor Dziczek, who FBI officials have dubbed the Route 91 bandit, appeared in U.S. District Court in Hartford this morning. The FBI was searching for the Route 91 bandit for over a year. Dziczek was indicted last week by a grand jury and charged with one bank robbery. Today, Dziczek pled not guilty to charges. No cameras were allowed inside the courtroom, but Western Mass News obtained paperwork from this morning's arraignment, which lasted only 4 minutes. In total, Dziczek is accused of 14 bank robberies in 4 separate states, totaling close to $150,000. Here in Western Mass, he allegedly hit Aura Credit Union in West Springfield, Greenfield Cooperative Bank in Turners Falls, and Franklin First Credit Union in Greenfield. On December 1st, our Western Mass News cameras captured men and women in FBI jackets searching a house on Campbell Place in Chicopee. Connecticut Department of Justice United States Attorney Tom Carson tells Western Mass News the other bank robberies are still under investigation. A jury selection for the trial is set for February 23rd. We'll keep you posted with the latest. For now, live in the studio, Matt Satilli, Western Mass News.
All right, Matt.